Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Want to cover a very interesting story of Steam apparently giving out refunds for GTA 5 since it doesn't work on Linux. Now, this is very much a situation of you have to assess it case by case. There's one image that is circulating on social media that refunds are being handed out, but I don't believe, like, everybody is getting a refund. But we'll go over this. And on top of that, a bit of an update on the future of Hi-Fi Rush. Now, this quote is making the rounds on social media quite a lot, and I want to give you guys some clarity on it. The quote specifically is, quote, "We don't think Hi-Fi Rush 2 is going to make us money." A lot of people have spun this into thinking that Hi-Fi Rush 2 isn't coming to fruition. That is not the case whatsoever. They acquired the Hi-Fi Rush IP for a reason, and we'll talk that in a little bit. But right off the top, the Twitter user Pirat Nation tweeted out that Steam is giving out refunds for GTA 5 since it doesn't work on Linux. This is from a recent update, and a refund request was sent where someone noted, "Hey, it's probably too late to ask for this, but I would like to get a refund for this game and all the DLC attached to it, as it's no longer playable with the Steam Deck, seeing how Rockstar recently added anti-cheat without my permission. I would like to see what my options are in terms of getting my money back or getting it to work on Linux/Proton. Thank you very much and have a great day." That was submitted on September the 17th. And the user got a response today, September the 19th, and was issued a refund. "Hello, thank you for contacting Steam support. We totally understand the situation. We've refunded your purchase. Approved wallet credit may take 24 to 48 hours to appear in your Steam wallet. Steam support cannot expedite this process." Now, this is a fairly big situation, given that GTA 5 obviously one of the biggest games on the market, but at the same time, people have reported that they tried to get a refund and that was denied. This is relevant to GTA Online, not the base GTA game. I believe there's a setting that you could click to prevent anti-cheat from going through as far as the base GTA single-player game goes, and GTA 5 does run fairly well on the Steam Deck. I mean, that goes without saying. It's initially a PS3 game. Like, obviously, it's going to run fairly well on the deck, but I mean, if you want a refund on GTA 5, if you've spent an arm and a leg, given that this has been implemented, I mean, if you're playing the game primarily on the deck, that's a big issue, and it does seem like refunds are being handed out to certain people. This is a case, though, where a lot of the Steam refunds are handled via an automated system. Like, not every, and I don't believe that is the case, that every Steam refund is issued with an actual person looking at it. Usually, I believe it's an automated system that looks at your playtime and when you bought the game, and there's that window and that threshold that Steam will give you a refund, no ifs, ands, or buts about it, if you have less than 2 hours of playtime and if you bought the game within the last 2 weeks. You have to fit in both of those criterias, and generally speaking, every instance that I've had where I fit into that criteria, I've gotten a refund. Outside of that, it is very specific, and it changes from criteria, or I should say, it changes from situation to situation, and you have to write out a report, but a lot of the times, you'll just get outright denied, and you won't have your refund request sent to an actual person, and maybe it could be a case of you have to submit a refund request several times. That's how I interpret the refund system to work on Steam. I don't refund a lot of games these days, but when I did, I would always get a refund as long as I would meet that criteria that I mentioned again, and then outside of that, it would be very specific circumstances. You were able to get refunds on games that, for example, were broken, online wasn't working, servers were down for an extended period of time. I want to say Helldivers 2, you could get a refund for it when the servers were like completely dead. Don't quote me on that, but I do believe that was the case. If you do want a refund on GTA 5, try. I'm not guaranteeing you that you're going to get a refund, but it is something, if you're getting affected by it, or if you just want to try to finesse your money back on GTA 5, I mean, have at it. All right, moving on from that. Now, this is a quote that is really making the rounds, and a lot of people are jumping to conclusion without reading the article itself. So, the Krafton CEO says that we don't think Hi-Fi Rush 2 is going to make us any money. Now, a lot of people are taking that quote and thinking that Hi-Fi Rush 2 isn't going to happen. Let's read the entirety where the Krafton CEO did speak to game developer about the buyout of Tango Gameworks, who Microsoft shut down earlier this year, noting, "We wanted to maintain their legacy. Although they did not have a big success in their games, we saw many creatives worth pursuing. That's why we wanted to work with that organization." Krafton wanted to acquire as many people as possible from Tango to continue their legacy, Because Hi-Fi Rush fans really wanted to see sequels, we negotiated with Tango Gameworks' parent company and Microsoft to acquire that IP as well. We wanted to make sure that the deal happened fast to minimize that gap in their career. If we were to acquire all of the IPs, that being Ghostwire Tokyo as well as Evil Within, I think it's going to complicate the deal too much. Krafton is a pretty big company, but Microsoft is very complicated. We wanted to help the team continue developing their games, but especially Hi-Fi Rush. When I think about our fans, I think what they really care about is Hi-Fi Rush sequels. We cannot really translate the volume into money. It's more about the significance. The dollar amount was not really important to Microsoft. So, and that is an incredibly interesting statement where I don't feel like a lot of big CEOs would say that. Like, they are acquiring a studio because they want to preserve the legacy of Hi-Fi Rush, and I do believe there is more interest into Hi-Fi Rush as an IP now than ever before. I had always talked up Hi-Fi Rush. I had always been a big proponent of this game and talking about how great the game is. However, it's not like it was this juggernaut IP. The people that played it, some people played it via Game Pass, some people ended up buying it, but the people that played it seemed to love it, and if you go on Steam, I believe last I checked, the game was at a overwhelmingly positive reception. I would imagine it has to still be there. Yeah, 24,000 reviews, 97% positive. I think if a Hi-Fi Rush 2 gets greenlit, it's going to have so much interest on it based on the fact that we saw the story and the turn of events that happened that Hi-Fi Rush 2 came to fruition, and it's going to be an exciting release. Ultimately, is this ever going to be a juggernaut IP that's going to generate a lot of revenue? I don't know. Do I think it has the potential to do that? Absolutely. And when Hi-Fi Rush came out, I really thought that the tandem of Chai and 808 was going to be like mascot characters for Microsoft. Goes to show how little I know about Microsoft and their business prospects, but why are you acquiring studios like Tango if they are constantly putting out high-quality products only to ultimately shut them down? And you've seen Microsoft and the layoffs and everything like that. Microsoft has been an absolute clown show, I feel, for a while now, and when you're putting out games at the level of Hi-Fi Rush, and what do you get for it? Your studio getting shut down? That is absolutely insane. How I thought this story would have turned out prior to Krafton coming in and saving Tango was that I thought Hi-Fi Rush as an IP was just going to get lost, and I thought maybe a decade from now, you'll see a Kickstarter campaign of a game that's an obvious spiritual successor to Hi-Fi Rush, and that would have been funded with like $5 million, and ultimately Hi-Fi Rush 2 would have happened. Thankfully, we're not wasting any time, and now Tango has been acquired by Krafton, and Hi-Fi 2 is just going to happen, which is incredibly exciting. So hopefully people do come out and support it, and I feel like people have been supporting Hi-Fi 1 as well now, especially after all of the nonsense with Tango almost getting shut down. But that is going to be doing it for me. Again, apparently, Steam is giving out refunds for GTA 5. This is very much a case-by-case basis, but somebody was able to get refunds for GTA 5 based on the anti-cheat update. And Hi-Fi Rush 2 is happening, that is for sure, and that is one of the main reasons that Krafton had acquired Tango as a studio. That's going to do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section down below, and as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.